are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie, The Invisible Man. Since this movie is still pretty new, it just got released on DVD a couple weeks ago, I've decided I'm going to keep it spoiler free, so that I don't ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it, because this movie has some really big twists and turns that I did not see coming. But this movie follows a woman who, after the apparent suicide of her abusive ex-boyfriend, starts feeling like she's being stalked and stuff by him, and she doesn't believe that he's dead. And that's all I'm really going to say about the movie, because I don't want to run it. Like I said, there's a lot of big twists and turns in this movie that, if you haven't seen it, it would totally ruin the movie experience for you. And I don't want to do that. But this was a really, really entertaining movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's really tense. I thought it was like really tense throughout the entire movie. There was not any part of this movie that I thought was boring. It had me on the edge of my seat from the very minute it began, and it never slowed down. The intensity never slows down, and it's just the atmosphere in this movie is just done very, very well. Leigh Whannell directs this, and I haven't seen any other movies he's directed. I know he did one of the Insidious movies, and he's done some other movies that I haven't seen yet, but I thought his work on this was really, really good. His directing was great, and his writing was really great. I love like how I've seen the original Invisible Man movie. It's been many, many years though. I like how this movie really takes the original version and just does something completely different with it. It takes like the stalker genre and the Invisible Man story and stuff, mixes them together really, really well, and I think that it really pays off very well. Benjamin Wallfisch does the score for this movie, and for the most part I think it was really good. It was really intense at times, and it helped with the atmosphere of the movie, and the cinematography in here is really, really great too. There's some really, really good cinematography, and I just felt like The Invisible Man was a lot better than I expected it to be. So far, it's actually probably even my favorite movie of 2020. That being said, I've only seen like 10 movies from this year so far, and most of them are alright movies, but none of them have been extremely impressive to me except for this one. This movie just really, really blew my mind. I did not expect to like it near as much as I did. I had heard a lot of great things about it. I was kind of going in halfway expecting to think that it would be overrated and everything, but I think they did a really great job. The intensity of this movie is done really well. It doesn't rely on cheap jump scares. There is some little bad CGI, but it doesn't totally ruin the movie or anything. And there's some pretty cool kills in here too, which I do think that they could have had better kills, and I kind of wish we would have had a bigger body count, but I still really enjoyed the kills that we did get. There were a couple that kind of came out of nowhere that just totally shocked me and stuff, and like this movie didn't rely on a lot of cliches like I thought it was going to. Like there were a lot of parts where I was like, okay, this is fixing to happen, and either it didn't happen or it just went in a different turn than I expected. I just absolutely love that about this movie. And I gotta say, The Invisible Man was a very, very entertaining movie, and really great horror movie remake. I haven't seen the original in years, though. I'm hoping maybe eventually to rewatch all of the Universal monster movies, because I haven't seen them in years, and I can't wait to revisit the original version of The Invisible Man. But I gotta say, this was a very, very good remake, and it's definitely worth seeing if you're a big horror movie fan and everything, because they did a really great job taking the story in a new direction and everything, while keeping some cool elements too. But I definitely would recommend this movie. And also, I think Elizabeth Moss gives an amazing performance. In fact, I'd even go as far to say that it's an Oscar-worthy performance, although she probably won't get nominated because there probably won't be an Oscar ceremony for the movies of this year. But if there is, she definitely would be worthy of a nomination. She was absolutely amazing in this movie, and she carries the whole movie on her shoulders from the minute it begins. She's just absolutely amazing in it. But yeah, so I definitely would recommend this movie. If you have seen it, let me know in the comments what you think of it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.